I'm a bit late to this, aren't I? You know, I had something else planned for today, but then I realized, today's my birthday, and I still haven't done the Q&A for 125,000. I know that's a weird milestone. I was mainly just looking for an excuse to do a Q&A. I don't know how long this will be, but I'm answering a decent number of questions. Some of these might have been asked before. I can't really be bothered to go back and check, but I think I avoided a lot of repeats. Anyway, first question. Will you get a content creator decal like other War Thunder YouTubers? And how does it work? With all the ones out there, I'm surprised I haven't seen one of you. That's a good question. There's not really a set system in place. You pretty much just have to wait for someone to reach out to you. But yeah, I am getting one. I don't know when you'll see it in game, but I think you guys will like it. You seem to be very interested in the HSTVL. Why do you like it so much? To put it simply, it's just very dumb. Everything about it is fast. It fires quickly, it moves quickly, and it responds quickly. Light tanks are my favorite kind of tank, especially if they're from the Cold War and if they're auto-loaded. The HSTVL is all three of those. And there's another thing. A lot of the information on it is incomplete or incorrect. So I was able to do some research and uncover new information. It's not often you get to do that with tanks. By the way, I was able to interview someone on the program. It's probably the video I'm most proud of, so you should go check it out. Are you looking forward to any new games? There are three main ones: Halo Infinite, Stalker 2, and KSP 2. I'm the most excited for Halo Infinite. I didn't like how it looked last year, but they've improved it quite a lot. And the multiplayer actually looks pretty good. What do you feel about your own YouTube community? For the most part, it's very positive. I don't really have any complaints, and most of you guys are pretty nice. So I guess you could say I'm appreciative. Do you dislike Germany mains? I dislike some of them, the ones that spam CAS, overpower vehicles, and complain all the time, but I won't hate someone just for playing Germany. What is your all-time favorite plane, tank, helicopter, and ship? For my favorite plane, it's either the Delta Dagger, the Voodoo, or the P-38. For tank, it's the HSTVL and by a long shot, helicopter, the Comanche because it looks cool, and ship, Ohio-class submarine. Why are your videos so short? That's pretty much my niche. If you want really long videos, there are plenty of other people who do those. It's also just what works with my upload schedule. If I did like 3 20-minute videos a week, I would be completely burned out. I like to keep things short and punchy, only giving you the details you really need. Is ODST your favorite Halo? My favorite Halo is probably Halo Combat Evolved. I don't know why, it just has this charm to it. Like, it didn't really know what it wanted to be yet. The art style is great, everything's really colorful, the soundtrack's amazing, and I just like games that look simple. That's why I like retro games like Dusk. What are your thoughts on the CC Council idea that was floating around? It seems kind of unnecessary to me. I think the CC program is fine as is. They could stand to listen to our feedback a bit more, but beyond that, I think the system's good. I remember you said you were a chef before COVID. Did you like it and would you recommend it? Yeah, it was pretty good. It could be really stressful sometimes, but I feel like that's pretty much every job. I will say though, working on Mother's Day was probably the worst work day of my life. I would say it's a pretty good job. Just make sure you find a good restaurant, one that actually cares about you. What's your favorite genre of music? And what's your favorite band/artist? I'm not really sure about the exact genre. I guess maybe you could call it post-hardcore, but I feel like music genres are way too specific. My favorite band is Circa Survive. I am convinced they cannot make a bad song, and that's saying a lot. I am very picky about my music. I'll put some of my favorite songs in the description. I'm trying to win an argument. Are you more of a mayo man or a ketchup canine? I don't know. On burgers, I usually eat them together, but by themselves I like ketchup more. If you had a whole update to yourself, what would you do? First, decompress PRs. Second, add a LOSAT vehicle because it'd be stupid. 3, increase spawn point costs for aircraft. And 4, do a lot of bug fixing. And it wouldn't be a Q&A without it. Are you a furry? I feel like every time I get this question, I have to answer it again in more detail. I don't care if people call me a furry. I know I meet a lot of the criteria. It's just not a label I ascribe to myself. Mostly because I act like a normal person. I'm not saying that furries can't do that, but when most people think of them, they think of people that type like a woo in chat and all that. As far as my public appearance, it's just a profile picture. I like to commission a lot of art, but it's not something that has a bearing on my YouTube channel. I don't know why people get worked up over it, both furries and anti-furries. A lot of people think I'm in denial about it. If that was the case, I would care if people called me one, and I wouldn't use it as my profile picture. It's not something I'm embarrassed about. Favorite Soviet/Russian AFV? Probably the Jala S. This is really reductionist, but it's a bit like a Russian-wheeled HSTVL. If I remember correctly, it's got an 85mm that reloads in 2 seconds. I think it'd be cool to see that in game. Do you pour your milk first? No, because I'm not a sociopath. I don't get why people do that. You're getting a bowl of cereal, not a bowl of milk. If you pour the milk first, you're limiting the amount of cereal. If I pour the cereal first and milk second, I can fill it up as much as I want. Where did you learn big brain words? Well, I read a lot of books, and I took an honors English class in high school. I didn't get great grades in it, but it did teach me a lot. What is your favorite MBT? You're probably going to see this coming, but it's the M1 Abrams, or the Leclerc. mainly because they look cool. Pineapple on pizza or no? Again, no, because I'm not a sociopath. When I get a pizza, I get extra sauce and maybe pepperoni, or red peppers. How do you not get burnout while playing War Thunder? I definitely do. It's even worse because it's my job, but I just have to push through it. What are your favorite German tanks? I like the Weasel. It's a neat little tank. I also like the Tam, but I don't really know if that counts. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how furry are you? Probably a 3 or a 4? I don't know. Will we see content from other games? Yeah, I plan on it. I want to revive the Everything Wrong With series, but probably with more production value this time. And that pretty much wraps it up. If you have any more questions, leave it in the comments. I'll try to answer as many as I can. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.